Okay, I'm hoping that you can hear me now. I can't tell. I don't like this 2.0 because I can't tell what's going on. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Hold on 1 second. Sorry. My apologies as I try things around. Where am I? Where am I? I pull up one thing I can't see it. I pull up another thing I can. Can I be? Okay. Yes, I. You probably heard that in the background. My apologies. I'm trying out this, I don't know, this 2.0 of Restream. I don't understand how it helps, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's too late. Okay, so, I'm gonna play around today. When I was coloring with bubbles the other day, I, um, had one Holbein pencil that I picked up and started using. And Holbein happens to be, I think, one of her favorites, if not her favorite, to color pencil, colored pencil to color with. I picked it up. I had one when I ordered a bunch of lavenders from different brands of pencils that are available open stock through Blick.com. And one of those happened to be a Holbein, the color lilac, and I picked it up, and it was like, whoa, what is this? Um, and the way it was working, I was like, oh my gosh, I like this. So I don't have Holbein money, I don't want to spend my money like that, but um, I actually did go looking today, all of a sudden. Maybe because my brain is so frazzled from the past 2 days, but that's another story I'll tell later. Because Bubble said that you can get the whole binds for get the 150 set for less money um, on the Japanese Amazon website than you can the American one. So I just tried that maybe like an hour ago, and I can't even get logged on to the Japanese site because it's giving me some puzzle that I keep failing, and I don't know why. Um, but um, and then I looked at Blick and saw the prices. Looked at Amazon and saw the prices. The prices are the same on Amazon as on Blick. On Blick, I can get them open stock. And so I think if I'm going to get Holbeins, my plan probably is that I am going to buy the smaller sets of 12 because there's three sets of 12 pencils, and they're different colors in each set. And then so I'll do that, and then I'll buy what I like open stock. Or I may just buy one of those sets of 12, and it's like 45.50 for the one set, the set of 12. Each one is each of the three are $45.50 each. So I may buy just one of those sets and then buy the rest of them open stock of the ones I like. Because out of 150 pencils, a lot of times there are some that you just never use, and so that's my plan. And I can also get them open stock on Blick.com when they go on sale, when they give you those deals. So if I do that, if I buy whole bangs, that's probably the way I am going to buy them. Um, so um, I forgot to say hi because this is hello. Um, because of how this started, this my false start, and then this one. I actually did a video yesterday, actually, that was 50 minutes long. I thought I was recording, and turns out I only was recording for like 2 minutes of it at the most, and I didn't realize that until I was finished coloring. So I will show what I was doing today. Hey, Bubbles! And I will show what I was doing yesterday. Give you a quick recap of what I was talking about and everything. And then I'm going to color. Because I really need to relax. I've had a crazy past like 3 days, like crazy. Um, so, Bubbles, did you hear me talking about the Holbeins? Yeah, yeah. I figured if you like relaxing before that, so I didn't send an invite or anything. I actually paid for a month of Restream since I seem to be streaming more. Um, and yeah, so I have like the option now to invite and all this other stuff in a more, I don't know, something way. Um, so that's what I'm doing, and I guess I need to figure out how more about how Restream works in the paid version too. So yeah, so since I was like so, I felt kind of downtrodden by the whole Holbein investigation. I'm gonna call it. Ooh, I need lotion on my hands. Um, I said, well, you can't even justify buying another set of pencils until you open two sets that you already have and start using them. Okay, and if you have been, I don't know, nobody watches me, but, well, I shouldn't say nobody watches me, but when I started recording, which actually, what's today? I think today is my anniversary. I've been recording, I've been going live for a year, which like it doesn't even seem that long, but I think my anniversary is the 11th. It's today's the 11th, right? Yeah, it is. This is my anniversary. Um, so um, so what was I saying? Oh yeah. So like way back when I had like that 150 set of Prismacolors that I think I only opened maybe like 6 months ago, and I've had that set for like about maybe 2 years. Just opened it 6 months ago, so I'm kind of weird like that. But I feel like I don't like going. I bought these things because I saw other people working with them or talking about them, but then I felt like, I don't feel like my skills are up to using these yet, so I didn't use them. Thank you. So, and my birthday is next week, exactly next week, 7 days. So that means my birthday is on a Thursday. I think I was actually born on a Thursday too. Anyway, um, I don't make a big deal of my birthday still, so don't even try to remember that because like I pretty much even forget on my birthday that it's my birthday. Anyway, um, so I decided then after the Holbein thing that left me feeling like, oh, this is like, and then also thinking I don't want a set of 150 pencils around me. I really don't. I don't need another set that big near me. I've got the 300 set of the colors, which I know are not Holbein level, but I still have a 300 set of pencils, and I do like them. I have the 150 set of the Prismacolors that I've only been using for 6 months. I'll have to figure out how to do that. The wish list link. Ooh, that's hard to say that word. Um, and And then I have, let's see, the brute fooners that I got, which were 160, and I still have those. Some of them are short, but I still have them. Um, I have those Starjoy Golds, which I can't stand, and I think there's like, is there 120 in that set, I think? Um, and then I just got the Fiber Castell um, Black Edition, which there's 100 pencils in that. I have like some sets of Crayola pencils that are sitting around, but like I don't always pull those out. I don't pull them out a lot, but I have a larger set set aside because I do like how hard Crayolas are. So there's sometimes where I feel like they're really useful, so I keep them on hand. in addition to the ones I already had that, are in my case with some pencils. I can't remember which ones. So yeah, so there's a lot of pencils. So I can't really justify I don't want a 150 set of pencils. I don't know if I'll ever buy a 150 set of pencils ever again. Anything 150 or over. Because I don't know. Seems kind of like overkill. And if it's a really nice pencil, like student or professional quality, and you can get them open stock, then it's probably better, I think, unless you're getting a real price break on them, to um, get them open stock, the ones you're going to use, the ones you like. And because Blick.com has those sales every once in a while where you get a dozen or you get price off per pencil depending on how many you buy, whether it's 2 or 3 or 12. Um, yeah, I feel like I could really do it that way and I'll be okay with it. Um, so, because as it is now, I have some tins that are empty that are just sitting there because I put the pencils in cases, so I don't even need them for that. And that reminds me, I also have a total of 72 pencils in the begins with an S. They're British pencils, and then I also have that set of the Evazar pencils too. That's way too many pencils. I gotta use them. I have to use them. So I have these two that have been sitting around. I haven't been using them. You see that? They're still in the thing there. And I decided just now, just after that Holbein thing, my personal Holbein incident with the Japanese website, that I'm going to start using these bad boys. Time to use them. So, Coloring View, wherever you are, I'm busting them out. Today was the day. Kind of appropriate since it's my going live anniversary too. That's kind of cool. See, they're still in the plastic. Is that sad or what? These are still in the plastic. These I did open up because I thought, maybe I should check to make sure they're all right. Um, Also because of my experience with the black edition and how much I like them, I do kind of want to see how these are compared to them so that I know which pencils I definitely want to replace. Yeah, I know. See how that's why you used to be so mad at me because she's like, you got these things stashed back there and you're not even using them. What's wrong with you? I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, I did well. Really, I was saving them for when I felt I had the skill level, or and was feeling the need that I actually needed them to accomplish something. So yes, I feel like now is as good a time as ever. I was looking at the one page in this book and thinking, you know what, that might be what I need is a better pencil to kick things up a notch. So yeah, that also was impetus to it too. I was looking at that page and it's like, I want to work on this, and I could do I could use just gel pens or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like even then it needs a base of pencil. So I'm trying to get this open here. See, I'm going to use a hair clip. And I'm using my old, I should be able to get this open with these nails, but. So here we go. We're going to break them in. This is my treat for today too. I think that's another part of it is I need to treat myself because I've been through too much the past couple of days. I got to do something nice for myself. So, made in Germany. Oh, how do I open it? I think they're supposed to be easier with nails, right? Watch, they're all gonna flip out and fall all over the place and break, and then it's gonna be like, well, see, you should have opened it when you got them. There we go. So here they are. And I do have some open stock Polychromos that I had gotten in my search for lilac and trying to replace a couple other colors in my other pencils. and in part to see like, okay, well, what's the big brouhaha about these things, right? And it's a green that I got of these, and I really like it. So that's what got me to like be on the lookout for when to get these, and then I got them. Very pretty. Pencils always look so nice in the case. So kind of gonna see as I'm using these, compare them to the black edition, which I know is probably lesser quality. I'm assuming than these. So we're gonna try these out. Kunstler Materialien. Kunstler Kunstlermaterialien. I can't even say that. I'm trying, but whatever. I don't speak German, but um, I got some German connections. I actually had a friend. He was actually like kind of like my gay husband in my 30s, who who was German American, but like American, but like he still like he knew his cousins and stuff from Germany, and I used to work with him, and he went to Germany to visit one time, and he has these pictures of him with lederhosen on and everything. Oh my god, it's so hilarious! And I kept like teasing him, telling him he looked hot in the lederhosen because he has really nice legs, and kept telling him like, why do they waste nice legs on gay men? That ain't right. He was my gay husband. I gotta call him soon and find out how he's doing too, because I haven't talked to him in a bit. These are pretty. So I know, like, I got these at a good price because they just came out with a 150 set. Okay, what happened there? That kind of rolled over. When did that happen? I don't know. I'm just gonna put that there just because they look like they'll be fun. Okay, now see with these cases, I'm gonna have to put these in a case because I can't deal with these things. Although I feel like one thing I should start getting used to so I can color throughout the year without having a mess on my desk is to choose my colors. Choose a bunch of colors to work with and work with those. Let's see if that happens. I'd like to be that organized, but I don't know if that's going to happen. That's on me. But I don't want to buy another case either because I'm not, buy another case, spend more money, and look for a place to store that case. I don't know. Watch. I'm just gonna buy a case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, that has a little divot in it. 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 20. Okay, so there has to be another one underneath here. I could have just pulled it up, but these things are cracked too. Now I'm gonna go into Amazon right now and buy another case. Oh no, I counted wrong. 24 times 12 times 3? I don't know. I can't. I am not. Math is not my thing. Can you tell? It's a nice tin though. See, that's the thing. I'd like to be able to keep them in the tin. I don't know. Because this is a really nice tin. But I don't want to have to be lifting out these things all the time. That's not my. I don't like that. Okay. This is a really nice tin. This could fit like nice little tiny like candy or homemade candy. I don't make homemade candy, but I did. I used to bake Italian cookies around Christmas time, and it would fit tiny ones, but I wouldn't give the tin away. No siree. Tins are mine. Okay, so they give you what is this? Hit graphite mat. Well, I got the markers now, which I'm looking forward to trying. See, I'm just gonna gab and gab and gab, which is kind of good because then that goes. I have rubber bands on my um, braces now, so Yeah, I think I'm kind of on here to talk just to get used to talking with those. I don't know where to put this. Do I need this? I'm going to put it up here for future reference. So which ones are we going to use? See, this is my thing. I'm going to have to find a place to put them while they're like this, whereas in the case, they're easier to deal with. How many are there? Oh, I got the 36 set. That's why, not the 72. I got the 36 of this. And I think this, this is 72. So, there's an 8, 108. I could get a case and put both of these in them. That might be a thing to do. Watch, I'm going to do that right when I'm on live, too. Because I'm weird like that. Oh, let's see. Okay, so what else do I have to show or talk about? Oh, we don't want that there. Which one should I try and do first? I don't. Yeah, see, I don't have any Chromaflows. So I've never used these before, so I'm going to use these today. And I will need to find someplace safe to put these. I bought all those acrylic pens because I was trying to solve a problem, and they are solving a problem. Oops, let me get rid of this underneath here. I forgot that was there. I hope nothing goes crashing down. Getting crowded out in my space here. I have a few other things. Yeah, I could get a case and then put both of these in there. That sounds like a plan. That'll be my premier pencil case. Okay. Because I kind of would like to take all these out and just put them loose in the tin, but then I won't really be able to find them well, would I? I don't know, but I'm almost ready to do that right now because I don't like these things. I really don't. So, but the only thing I don't like is that this is hard, and I don't want it to cause them to break. But I might have something that I could put in here to. Why does it seem like? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 times 3. Is that right? Why does something seem so off to me like that? I gotta. Oh no, that's right. 72. Oh, something wasn't registering for me with that. Let's see. Oh, this might fit. A friend at work, actually, she is in this thing that does, gives you swatches for, gives you a box of swatches, and I don't know, she's cleaning out her office, and she just gave me a bunch of them. I don't even know why she had them in her office, but this is probably too nice to use this for. But I mean, it was a gift. Maybe I'll use this side of it, the opposite side, because this is really pretty. I don't know what this is, but it feels really nice. I could like sew some kind of jacket or whatever with some of the pieces that she gave me, and they're all leather. I'm like, she just gave them away to me. I'm like, oh my god, you don't know me. If I were still in my, well, I might be in my sewing stage again, I would be making something with this, like patching it together and making a vest or something. Okay, so I'm gonna dump. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. If this disturbs you, don't watch. I figure, but I don't like these plastic things. They get on my nerves. Okay, so they fit down in there. And they have a good marking of what the color is, so we're going to try this out, and if I hate it, oh well. I'll take them and put them all in a case. But I feel like this tin is too nice to not take advantage of, so I'm going to do it. It might be stupid, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to toss these things away. I'm going to do this just because of my candle. Did you hear that? I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood. Okay, here we go. So let's find something to color. Let me get up close. And where are these? The ends of these are round. The ends of the... Okay, I need to put these Faber-Castell Black Edition away. Trying to be better about all this. Be a responsible pencil owner, colored pencil owner. Let's go that way. What is that music doing? It sounds like it's on one tone and it's not letting go. I don't like that. I had enough of that. What am I hearing? Something's coming in. I'm just going to pause it. Sorry. Just getting on my nerves. Okay, so there's a cord from the camera, which I tried to make so that it wasn't going to be visible, but instead it is visible. Okay. Oh, how are we going to do this so it stays out the way? It's not staying out the way like I want it to. I have to feed it in a different area. Yeah, so I'm using my regular webcam instead of this gooseneck one, which I absolutely love, actually. Let me show it to you. Yeah. This is the one I've been using for months, and I love it. But I wanted to use the other ones that I have too to see if it would give me like a better, more options, better angle, whatever. Not that the other one doesn't give me more options. I really like it, but I don't know, a little change up. And let's see, sharpeners, my bag of sharpeners. These, I just feel these blenders are almost like Conti crayons, but not. They're not Conti crayons. That was just a random thought. I'm in random mode because I've had a random week. Okay, it doesn't like being that tight, so we won't do that. Okay, we are the new color. This is interesting. In this 2.0, you can't see everything that you can see in the other one, or it's different. And I'm not sure how I like that. Okay, we're going to color. So we're going to do this guy, or we're going to go back to this one, which would put me in with my... I'm going to try not to overthink this. I really am. I want to finish whips. That's my objective. Oh, did I write down what I used in this? I should have. I did somewhere. I don't see it. This guy, I don't know what I'm going to do with this page. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I kind of like it the way it is, but I also feel like I probably need to add something else to it, but I'm scared, so I'm not going to do that one yet. On that side. Just trying out the acrylic markers on this one. I have to use the Chromaflows though. That's what I have to use. And I'm making myself color a whip. Oh, I know what I can do. Instead of this one, ouch. Lithographic aviary, which has, okay, so this is what I started playing around with these Cougar acrylic markers, which I can't show the front because my shipping label is on there. That's how they sent them to me. But this is a really sturdy box. But still, that was a little annoying because I wanted to do a, opening of these. But anyway, Cougar, Coogert is the name. And I really, really like them a lot. And they did solve a problem for me. They have the tip, like a very narrow tip on them, and so yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. Yeah, I'm trying to blot yesterday out of my mind. I'll talk about that when I start coloring. Um, I went around the outside with this because I'm trying to figure out like what's going to bring this out because something's missing here. Um, And then where I did the red, because I was so tired of seeing the purple and the green. It's like I need something to make it stand out from the, something to delineate between the birds or whatever. So I just did this. I'm like, well, let's see what happens. Um, it's not too bad. I really liked it when I just did this. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Now I feel like I need to add something else to it. I don't know what that's going to be. And I need to find the bottom half of this sharp enough. Um, I added the gold, got kind of, crazy with it. Actually, I just went where I knew I wanted some of it. And I added some to here. Just a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. You can see it there when I move it. And I added some to, maybe this is the one I'll work on. I added some to this one, which I think it made a big difference for me. Because I thought, yeah, these tops and bottoms of the lantern are often metal. So I thought, well, yeah, let's put the gold there. And I think this is the one I'm going to work on. Can I add anything to anything else? No, I didn't add anything to this one yet. This one needs a lot of work. I don't know where I'm going with it because of the color palette I chose, which is like really out of this world. I don't know where I'm going with it. This is another one I need to work on too. And this one, waiting for inspiration to come. Something I did on this one was I used these pens. I think it was this one. It might have been this one or the Tan Knit set. And I used a pink, or no, I used white, and went in on parts of the lotus flowers, and I went in with silver and with white on the whatever this is, mist, smoke, whatever. And I was getting kind of scared because as I was using the white, it started the silver. I used the silver, and then I kind of wound up kind of blending some of the silver when I used the white, it looked promising and it looked like it was going to do something good, but I was nervous about what it was doing to the white. Okay, why is my fan going? Oh, let's close this. Maybe that will help. Oh, it made it stop. Made the fan stop. What else can I close? Because I don't want this flipping on me while I'm recording. I hate when that happens. Okay, one more thing. Okay. Hopefully that will put it to rest. Okay. So, yeah, so I got kind of nervous when it was kind of blending, but like looking at it now, I actually like some of the effect of what it was doing. So I got to get in my zone to like continue that. It's another place where it happened. It was silver. I did silver, and then I went in with the white and kind of like was blotting all around it, and then I blotted into the silver pen, and I like what it did. This is how it left. So I feel like I need to do more of that. Working on this one feels more like working on a painting in a way, and I feel like I messed up the water when I put in that darker. I darkened the green and the blue, but it just was, I don't know, it seemed flat to me. So I feel like this is going to take more time and more work to get where I feel comfortable with it. But there's another place. I added white to all of the, is it lotai? To the lotuses. So, and I think I probably added some, I may have added some pink too, to kind of make the color come out more because it was a little too muted for me. Still don't know what to do with the bird. And I wind up saying that a lot in this book. And the whole point of the book is the birds. That sounds like a problem, huh? Um, and this, I love this one. I don't even want to do anything with it, but I'll probably do a little something with it. But I don't know. I just feel like that page is done. But if somebody has any ideas for any of these pages they want to give me, I am open. So let's see. I'm not really ready to work on that one. I think we're going to go to this one. And I think I'm going to use my Cougar pen again, probably. See if I can be painterly with it. Before I get into the lantern itself and the other stuff. And I think I need glasses. Sometimes it's only 4:18? Really? Why does it feel later than that? Okay, now I'm going to put on music. Ooh, that was too much. You know what? I'm going to use this toothpick. I don't know. Maybe I should have done pencil underneath this first. I don't know what pencil. What pencil do I use? Let's see. So, the to-do with yesterday was that I live in upstate New York, and we had tornado warnings freaking all afternoon up until 7 p.m. And my parents are from the South and the Caribbean. And so I've heard a lot of stories about their experiences growing up. with tropical storms of all levels and tornadoes. And so, like, I made sure I stayed up here in the Northeast because I heard their stories. But I got home from the orthodontist yesterday, which I'll tell you about that part in a minute. And we heard thunder. It was not really, it was kind of cloudy, kind of sunny. Nothing. You know, it actually there was kind of a lot of sun and a little bit of blue sky, and yet we were hearing thunder. And so I was like, well, we went to grocery shopping after the orthodontist. So I was like, well, we need to get these groceries in here because they say if you hear thunder, you know, you don't know where there might be lightning coming from aside from that thunder because lightning, if lightning is in your area, if it's going to lightning, it uh, it will strike the same time you hear it. So if you hear um, thunder from far away, you need to get your butt inside because you don't know where the stuff is coming from. So we were getting our stuff inside, and so I was thinking, well, that's curious about the thunder. It's like, well, let's see where the storm is, where it's actually happening. So I turn on the TV to look at the radar, and I see, um, yeah, stuff is going on, and it's come up from Texas, and I was like, oh, okay, um, and then like I'm putting groceries away, trying to make my lunch, and suddenly like I think I was scanning something on my phone, um, and put it down, and then the next time I pick up my phone, there's like this on the black screen. There's this message in red that had popped up. I'm like, what? And at the same time, my husband heard like some really loud blaring, thing on his phone. So I look at it, and it says NWS emergency alert, tornado warning, and giving the instructions about getting to the basement and all that stuff. And like I heard getting to the basement, I was like, you haven't seen our basement. I ain't getting in there. Um, but I looked at it and I'm thinking, is this real? And then I'm like, well, I know these alerts only come up like that if it really is real. But I still like was kind of in disbelief. So I look at the television, which we still had on, but like I wasn't in front of it because I was in the kitchen putting away groceries. And everything is like all lit up everywhere on the weather map, on the news channel, and the 24-hour news channel for our area. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is real. Still in disbelief, so I'm trying to listen to see like, well, what exactly is going on and how close is this and whatever. I don't know. It just was like bizarre. It was like that all afternoon. Um, I still didn't go in the basement. Um, and oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't do that. Although who knows? Maybe that's the color I'll make this one. Um, so I'm looking to see like, well, you know, it was really hard for me to wrap around my head, and we kept getting those messages um, yesterday, and it was real. And I looked at a map. I kept looking at every single map I could think of with AccuWeather, um, with even Google Maps. Like when I went, I actually came up here to try and like, it's like, well, I know the hallway. There's a hallway upstairs I can go and stand in that I know is anchored to stairs that go all the way down to the basement. So I said, if something were to come and I stand in this hallway, I'm gonna just be. It's probably gonna carry me to the basement straight. and I'll be okay. I don't know, does it sound, I don't know if that makes sense or not. There's no windows there in the hallway, and I think it has like a kind of, it'll have a kind of vacuum effect so that I would be okay. And so I was prepared to stand there, and I even did stand there at one point for like a half an hour because of the warning. And then I also saw how close the rotation that had been detected by the radar was. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to stand in the hallway for a while and look at my phone, and then we'll see what happens. Um, yeah, so that was going on all afternoon. And I just, most of the time, I just was in disbelief because it's like, I live in the Northeast. I purposely live up here so I don't have to deal with that kind of thing. We deal with snowstorms. That's what we deal with. You make sure you always have all the necessities and emergency stuff stocked in your house. And then you get home. Hopefully, you don't have to drive through whiteout conditions to get home. I've done that a few times, white knuckle driving, where I was like praying for people along the way, the houses along the way, hoping for all the ones that had the black mailboxes, because those were the only ones I could even part the way detect through the snow. Um, but oh, where was I? I forgot. Yeah, but snowstorms. That's what we're used to. Snowstorms. And we can handle snowstorms. We're used to that. Even when we got 7 feet, it was like, okay, it's just more snow. And we get to stay home. Nobody's going to try and make us go to work. This is good. Okay. The dog we had then was absolutely elated when we got that 7 feet. Oh my God, she was so happy. It was so funny to watch. Just having her made it an easier situation to handle because she was so excited. We had to shovel a tunnel out from her front door, and she could hardly wait. It's like, I kind of wanted to make her wait because it's like, no, no, we don't know exactly how it is out there. Just wait. Nope, nope. She had to go right out there. She went going through the tunnel. She's like, yeah, yeah. Where's my pile of snow I can sit on? That's exactly what she would do. Just go and sit on the top of the snow the plow had put on the side and just sit there. She just piles on top of it, walks up on top of it, and sit there. She's hilarious. She's a big dog. But yeah, so yesterday was really um wow, a lot. Lived here all my life, born and raised, and I never experienced anything like that here. Um we're used to, like, we'll get straight line winds that will be really bad. Um Been through some storms like that have lifted up. When I was little, we had one that had lifted up. It's the lightning during it had struck a over 100-year-old tree, and then the wind took the tree down, and the tree lifted up like about 3 slabs of sidewalk that, like, they didn't. It took them forever, the city forever to fix. Um, that was loud too. But I think that was like a straight line windstorm. And remember, there was one Labor Day weekend, maybe like 20 years ago. We had a windstorm like that. And yeah, we get windstorms, and we had that one here. What was it that happened like a couple years ago that struck the, I don't know, whatever it was, it made the telephone pole or some pole come down that took down a bunch of other poles and blocked the road. We get things like that. But tornadoes? Which one did I just use? I just used this one. Looking for gold. Just trying to make these guys pop a little bit. I think that I almost feel like I need a darker color underneath. probably need to sharpen my pencil, but you know me and sharpening pencils. I'm not experiencing anything I don't like about these so far, I can tell you that much. So yeah, that was yesterday. And it didn't calm down until, like I said, like 7, but our tornado warning was in effect until 9 p.m. So, and I was tired from my day, but like, and I wanted to nap pretty much as soon as I got home. But, couldn't because of the tornado warnings. So I guess there are some places, and I actually saw one on TV, some places west of us that did get them. And I thought pretty much, like, even when I saw, I'm talking about the effects of barrel up here. I don't know if I like that, but to right now. Um, I thought, yeah, well, that's going to be in the, like downstate. That's not going to be us. Hmm? I was wrong. I still like have to. I haven't watched the news today because I was worn out from it yesterday. The National Weather Service goes out and does all its searching, measuring. But there are some places that did actually get tornadoes that came down and took some things out. I actually heard like some animals were injured in one place, and I think it was like probably a farm. So I'm hoping they're okay because that's their livelihood. And don't like the animals getting hurt, especially like it's a sad like barns full of animals. That's kind of it's sad. The area they said that was in, I think they have like a lot of milk um farms here. So those are actually like they're not like they would be like cows that aren't for slaughter, but cows that they keep to milk. So they're kind of like you know I don't know how I feel about this, but it is what it is. And I gotta be careful about using pencil on top of this acrylic. It doesn't like that, but it's too late. I get it. So I learned from that one. I probably should use a little more actual white. And I wondered if I should actually use my Prismacolor white instead of. It's so short because I use it so much. I think I gotta use one of my new ones and put it in this tin. The open stock pencils of Prismacolor pencils I got from Dick Blick. I got my favorites, my hits. Got several of my hits because yeah, I use them for a lot of things. So, this could be getting worse, but instead of better, I don't know. We're just gonna see. If you don't try, you don't learn, right? So the other thing that happened yesterday, before the whole tornado experience, I see how that kind of like muddied up. I have the acrylic underneath there, but I kind of like that. Um, but I feel like it's kind of like it's hit or miss whether you get what you want with that. So what's today? Thursday? Okay. So anyway, yesterday. So what was it? Tuesday? What happened was I got a call on Tuesday that I guess they had an opening or something. And even though my appointment for the orthodontist was supposed to be on the 25th, they said, would you be able to come in tomorrow? And I was like, sure, why not? Um, but the downside to that is like, I had already, because I know kind of what the deal is. If they're going to do major work, then, some kind of major adjustment, which I knew that's what they were going to do, um, that I wouldn't be able to eat the things I had in my refrigerator. So, I had been like kind of not buying too many groceries because of that. Um, anyway, even though it wasn't going to be till the 25th, but I don't know. I felt like I needed to get something in there for my husband's sake, even though he knows how to shop and he doesn't care what he eats or whatever. But I care what he eats. Um, so anyway, so we went. I wasn't even thinking that hard. I just was like, what? If you have an opening, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to say no. Um, because you must think that I'm ready for the next step anyway. So I'm going to do it. So I did go, and they gave me. I'm pretty sure they gave me stronger wire, and at least on my back lower, and possibly the back top as well. Like I probably should have asked, but I can tell by how it feels anyway at this point. And yes, the objective is to my bite is, well, the teeth are like they're really like moving, straightening. But now they want to get my the objective is to get my top and bottom teeth aligned with each other so that my bite isn't constantly shifting, that I'm not always constantly trying to search for where to bite down. Um, so, which is a sign that your teeth, your top teeth aren't aligned with your bottom teeth. So, now I have rubber bands that are intended to accomplish that, and so I have to wear them. I have to wear them 24/7, except for when I am eating or when I am brushing my teeth. So, if I'm talking strange today, that's why. I wonder if I want to get gold in that spot. And immediately with some things, I can feel the pull. And it's funny because I don't know, I just totally forgot and thought I could just eat. No, I can't. And it actually hurts to chew, to bite down on my back teeth. And I got used to being able to use them, and now I can't. And so I have to stick to pureed stuff, really, for a few days. I actually took some ibuprofen today, which, like, I took it this afternoon, which I haven't done that in ages, but it really was bothering me that much. Um, but, well, on top of that, I wound up, I said I was, like, in search of a dentist. because of what happened with the previous one. But the previous one isn't actually, he left. Um, he left last year around the same time that I had the problem that he ignored, and the problem that he told me that I needed a root canal when I didn't need a root canal. Um, and went to the guy that, um, after searching and searching, because they didn't do them there, or he said they didn't do them there and couldn't refer me to anywhere. Um, it took a month for me to get in to find somebody, and it took a few weeks before that to find somebody. But so when I went to that person, he said, he looks and he's like, "You don't need a root canal. You don't need a root canal." He goes, "I don't know what's going on back here with this. It looks like that might be what the problem is." And he asked me, out of the kindness of his heart, he says, "Would you like me to take an X-ray of that? And so then, like, we can send it to your dentist, and then they can, you know, figure out what's going on from there." Now, really, it's my dentist who should have taken the X-rays and looked closer. And they took X-rays, but they didn't look closer. Because there was no problem with the tooth that they said I needed a root canal. So already that was annoying. That's what set this whole thing off, for which I now have braces. And it's something they actually should have caught, probably at least a year prior to when this all happened. So, I kind of had a bad taste in my mouth about that dentist, even though that dentist is gone. Then they were getting another one, and I didn't know who that other one was going to be, and I didn't know if that other one was going to be like the one that just left that ignored me. And so I was looking into other dentists, but I wasn't. Everybody I tried to contact, it wasn't really, they weren't calling me back or whatever. And I just say it's the Lord, because I, yeah, I think I'm like all over the place. So I just kind of was waiting. It's like, when should I be looking for this person? Because, you know, I don't know. I'm not finding anybody. The people I'm calling aren't calling me back. What should I do? I figured the Lord led me to the right person to give me the root canal, because that person was wonderful, telling me I didn't need a root canal, making x-rays, telling me what he actually thought the problem was, even though it wasn't his thing. He went all those extra steps and took that extra time just to help to get to the root of the problem, no pun intended, because it actually was a tooth that had been crowded so much that it split 3 ways. And so that doesn't happen easily or quickly, and so my dentist should have caught that. That's like why I had a bad taste in my mouth about that dentist. And let's do some. So, like, blah, 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 blah. I'm all over the place. So, I still was on, verdict was out on, like, what dentist I was going to go to. And I kept thinking, because I've been reading a lot lately about your teeth after braces. And, so I was like, I really need a teeth clean. I have not had my teeth cleaned since March of 2023. I need my teeth to be cleaned professionally. And I also need to make sure, I don't have any cavities or anything like that, because, I just don't, got to make sure. Because the whole new, um, having, cleaning your teeth when brushing your teeth and all that when you have braces is like a whole new thing. So I wanted to make sure I was doing things right, and that, there were no cavities or anything like that. So it just so happened I just went to my old dentist the other on Tuesday, and I asked them about whether Yeah, this story is so convoluted. I'm sorry. Um, I have to backtrack. Okay, so because that tooth was split 3 ways to the root, I had to get. And you probably see me talk about this in previous videos from this time last year, from my anniversary. Um, so because that tooth was split 3 ways to the root, I had to get it extracted, of course, and I opted to get an implant in the place of that tooth. And so then, after I got that tooth extracted in May, I think it was, I waited for that to heal, and then they had me back in to do a bone graft, which they have to do to provide a foundation for basically it's like a screw they put in for the implant to adhere to. And then you have to wait for that to heal. So I went through that whole thing and went back for my appointment like in the fall or late summer, and the area had healed, and so we had to then talk about he talked to me about all the options about, or he gave me the details of how the thing works with the screw that they put in and all that, and the time of healing afterwards before you get the implant, or the cap on the implant, or whatever, the cap on the screw. I don't know what you call it, which consists of cap on the screw or the entire implant. Um, and so then I asked him, I says, well, if I want to get orthodontia, do I need to get that done before I get the screw put in or after? And he says, oh, it's good that you asked that. He goes, you should get it before. And so because it was the crowding of my teeth that caused that tooth to split 3 ways, I wanted to solve the issue of the crowding of my teeth, um, which wasn't noticeable by looking at my mouth, every day, but it was noticeable, like, with x-rays and all that. So there's a orthodontist right the next door in the same building as him, and they actually work together. And that was actually an orthodontist that I had been asking for a consultation with before I had all this issue with the split 3-way tooth. But they never got back to me. But now, right after I left the implant guy's office, I just said, well, I'm here. Let me just walk into the orthodontist's office. I walked in. They set me up for an appointment that same week, just a couple days later. So that's why I say the Lord just kind of led me to the endodontist, the root canal guy who was going to give me a root canal, but didn't have to give me a root canal, and told me you don't need a root canal, and then led to someone who is right next door to the guy that extracted my tooth and is going to do the implant, who will do the orthodontia. And he shares the x-rays with them, so I don't have to do, more x-rays. That was just awesome. As I say, it's the Lord. The Lord set that up. And so I kind of was waiting for the thing with the dentist the same way. And it actually did happen the same way because I just happened to drive there because I was in the area on Tuesday. I talked to them about, well, does this new dentist who's here now with the practice, um, can they do the do the cap part of the implant process? Because where you get, it's the dentist who puts on I don't know what you call it, it's a terminology that covers dentures and plates and all those, the prosthesis or whatever. Basically, the tooth of the implant is the prosthesis part, and then the screw part is the oral surgeon's half of the job. So I asked, does this dentist do that? Put on the prosthesis part. Do they do that? And they said no, but the partner office she's with does. So that solved my problem. So it's like now I can just go to the same dentist to get my teeth cleaned and an associate dentist with them that will do the prosthesis part. They probably share records and all that kind of stuff. So it's all together. And like, it's a long, convoluted story. But, probably how it sounds is how it has felt for the past year and a half with that. So let's see. And it helped me color, which is my objective. There's some color. It's been quite a journey. And so I got my teeth cleaned today. That was all to say that. Can you imagine that? That was all just to say that. I got my teeth cleaned today. And I got my teeth cleaned the day after getting a major orthodontic adjustment. So that's why I took the ibuprofen, because I was feeling that. And I like the new the front office is all the same there at the dentist. There's a new dentist. She's a woman. So far, I like her. I didn't get to talk to her too much. But I like my new hygienist. We were talking about fibroid tumors. What a subject. While I was there, because her mother had them. And I have had lots of experience with them. So we were talking about that. And she's younger and she's got all these new contraptions. They got all these new contraptions in there for cleaning your teeth, for sucking the water out your mouth and all that stuff. It was pretty interesting. And yeah, so that solved that problem. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, when she was cleaning my teeth, there was one spot that was like, oh my gosh, the root. You could tell it was like really, the root is like tender. Only got one tooth. I was like, oh my god, I hope she doesn't go any closer to that one. But that's also a sign that already, and it's the tooth that has, I think it's the tooth that has the rubber band, that I've been having the rubber band on just for like one day. So yeah, that means, like, yeah, they're moving already with these rubber bands on there. So I'm on soft food for a while, unfortunately. Excuse me. Until this space kind of chills out a little bit and I can bite down without pain. So while I wish I'd never had to start this journey with my teeth, I've been really blessed along the way with it, with all of the people I've been encountering. And I've been singing the praises of the endodontist, the root canal guy, everywhere I go because of how he was with me going there. God bless him, because you know, he went that extra mile. He went and, in part I think it's because that previous dentist really probably has a bad rap through the whole community. I think that might be part of it. Is that they know he was like, not something. Not, what do you call it? I can't think of the word. But I think he has a bad rap among his colleagues. Oh my god, so a lot of talking, blah 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 blah. But it's been an eventful week. I really wish I could eat because we got some good groceries, but I can't eat gelato. I bought some gelato, and I have to finish making my soup. I want to eat before 6 o'clock. What time is it? 4:55. Okay, so I can only stand here for a half hour more at the most, which means I'm gonna color faster or something. I like that though. This is going down really nice too. So I think this really was the day to open them up. This was the day. It's going down well on top of all this other stuff I have on here. I don't remember exactly what I have on here, but I'm pretty sure. Hmm, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what pencil. I don't remember what offhand what pencils they are, but they seem kind of waxy, so I'm thinking they might be. Hmm, combination brute pruner. Um, I think probably a little bit of um, tiny bit of Prismacolor, but probably mostly what's the other pencil? Brute pruner and mm, something else, or maybe color. Because it was hard coloring over this yesterday in the live that wasn't live. Um, it was kind of hard coloring over this green because it's very waxy. So that was something I did yesterday. I colored over all the green with the um, Faber-Castell Black Edition. I went in with a darker green and kind of went and gave more detail to a lot of the green in here. Just feel like it still needs a little more. Like I think it needs a little more brown or something in there. Don't yell at me that I haven't even sharpened this pencil yet. If you know me, that's what I do. There's something about this tip being like the way it was when I got. I don't know. Weird. Why does my fan keep coming on? What's the sky look like? It's been cloudy all day. It did rain a little bit. No thunder. Um, you know how those storms always have to they drench out. They have to release all the moisture out of it. It's really humid today. Very humid. I think it's as humid as it is warm. Like with the whole dew point thing being when the humidity and the temperature are close together. Yeah. So it's kind of like a hot, wet rag outside. Yeah, so yesterday when I was trying to figure out, do I go to the basement, stand in the hallway, or color? When it seemed like there was kind of a break between alert and we didn't have one. We just had a watch and not a warning. I decided to sit down and, because I needed to rest because I had a crazy day between the orthodontist, the grocery store, and the tornado warnings. I was like, I just need to do something just to relax. So I came on and started a live, and I thought I was live for 50 minutes, but I had clicked some button at some point and had actually stopped it. But I was still in Restream, and I had been talking and coloring, working on this, talking about my past few days up to that point. And it wasn't recording, and I was like, "Oh brother." I don't know what I did after that, but I know I didn't record. I was like, forget it. It's not the day to do that then. My brain is just too fried, even if I didn't think it was. I probably need to sharpen this pencil. That looks like I need to sharpen it. I did cock out there. Now I gotta see which one. Oh, this was sitting right next to me all the time. See which sharpener likes it. I'm gonna try this one. This is my favorite. And this has become this is my second favorite. These work really well with the Faber-Castells. So, let me try this one first. I ain't doing nothing. I don't know if I like that. It's kind of weird. Let's do more limbs. So something I did today while I was at the dentist was, or when I noticed the plants when I was going in, and I thought, that would be good to like take pictures of those so I can, you know, draw some plants using those pictures as a guide. And so when I got out of the dentist, I took pictures. So that's on my list for like practicing. Um, Drawing some plants. They really did a nice job at the outside of it. It was very simple, tasteful, and variety. Sorry, I can't talk right. Variety of shapes and sizes, but very simple. So I took some close-up shots of the leaves on some of them and like the roots for how it comes out the ground. I know people must have thought I was weird, but I don't care. Um, so I can get better, practice and get better at drawing plants. I actually need to go out with my sketchbook someday and just sit somewhere in a garden or something and just draw. So now today, I think is a good thing, but unexpected again. This is the week for the unexpected. Um, Someone is going to come in and actually replace our front door, which it needs to be replaced like down to the frame. Like really, it's needed it for a long time, and some now I guess they're going to do it on Saturday, which is like, oh brother, that means I have to prep for that. Stuff I have to move, stuff I have to cover. Oh, just like And I kind of had designated tomorrow to be my rest day, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. No, I'm going to make it happen because it's not my fault it took Saturday. I'm also thinking that maybe I'll just go to my office at work and hide so I don't have to do anything here. Is that legit? Can I do that? Thinking about it. Because I don't know, it's going to be noisy too. So then if I wanted to go live, I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe I should go out and sketch Saturday. Because, like, you know what? That's not my wheelhouse. I ain't sticking around for that. Should have been done a long time ago. Not my problem. I'm trying not to have an attitude about it. That wouldn't be nice. But really. See if somebody's having a graduation party or something, just go hang out there all day. Bad. But they're going out to play. See ya. That looks weird. Hmm. Feel like I need something else in there, but for now. I find a nice place to go and just sit and read. I have to do something nice for myself because I keep working. I keep doing a lot of work, and it's like ongoing theme with me is like I don't know, I don't know when to stop working. I could go somewhere and write. There's a thought. There's a good thought. Oh my gosh, you know, a great place to go. Just like coffee and write. That actually sounds like a plan. I think the tree looks better. It looks more tree-y. I don't know. Some spots are kind of like, but like I said, these pencils seem to go over this whole waxy time very well. Okay, and the thing about these do not come open stock. The Derwent Chromaflows, they have another pencil that actually comes open stock. That's probably it's like it goes up in quality. I'm assuming more like professional grade, and they got a price that's like professional grade. But to get it by pencil, that's probably what I'm going to do. Is like whatever I see with these Derwents that I'm using a lot of, I'm gonna buy one, at least one open stock, and then see how I like it. So and see how it compares to these. So So rather than like getting that 150 set of Chromaflows, I'll just like maybe one by one get the next grade up and just get the pencils of it that I really like and feel that I need. So I wonder, what went in there? See, I can get a little crazy um, with this Prismacolor white. I love this. I love this and that powder blue so much. I really do. You see, I just brushed my teeth before I came live, and I'm thinking, if I eat, I gotta brush my teeth again. Oh, it puts me in a hole too. I really like that. Except something's a little. I think it's almost time. It's time for me to get off of here. Let's do something else and walk around. Oh, that's the other thing. If it's, I have to do something that's inside tomorrow, depending on the weather. I have to check on that. It's supposed to be getting really hot between this week and next week. Right now, it's just like, I think it's, I don't know, what is it? Temperature. Yeah, it said it's only 71, but they said it feels like 76. It's because our humidity is so freaking high right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it feels like 80. Yeah, it says 95% humidity, and yet we're not going to have rain for at least 60 minutes. Yeah, it probably feels more like 80. This thing never gets things quite right because we're kind of in like a micro climate area or something, and that's like when I don't know. Yesterday, AccuWeather, it was not working for me because it's saying, "Oh, thunderstorms in about um however many minutes," and it was already thunderstorming. It's like it's too late. You're too late. You're too late. It's happening now. So that's why I get in the habit of like watching the clouds and things so much, is because they often don't get it right. They're behind. I have to be my own weather person. Let's see. This kind of worked for me, putting them into this thing. I want to. That was color was coffee. I remember that. I think I want a reddish color. I'm gonna put something down in here. Gotta figure out what to do with myself for the rest of the day because I feel so discombobulated from the past few days. I really do, and I gotta. And then with news of a big, to do gonna be going on in my house on Saturday, I was like, okay, like I didn't need that. I didn't need more. I need some. Okay, the end of this looks kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, you can't see it. It looks kind of weird. Oh, I should make my soup. Make my soup. This guy, I didn't give it much of him. Oh yeah, look at that. That feels so good. On my way home, one of my neighbors, like our neighbors are kind of like spread out, but one of my neighbors, she always has, I don't know, stray cats or whatever. I guess they're not stray anymore because they like live there, but um, oh my god! And they usually, I always know like there's a possibility that one of them will wind up at our house because sometimes they wander down the road, not down the road itself, but they they wander through the grass and whatever and wind up at our house on our porch or something. That happened once before, and the cat wound up being ours. I love that cat. But so I always make sure that I'm driving slow when I go by our house because I don't know how young they are and if they're going to be trying to cross the road or whatever. Well, this morning, or when I was coming home this morning, there was a black cat, and you could tell it was young, maybe like 6 months, 6 months or older. I don't know. I think 6 months. It looks young to me. Oh, and I saw that cat, and I was like, "Oh my god!" My heart was like, and I was like, "No, no, 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 no more animals! No more animals! No more animals! Not for a while. I need a break." But oh my god, I saw that black cat, and I was like, "Oh!" If that cat winds up at her house, it's coming in. I love black cats. I love animals, period. And I think you can tell that. I'm just, it's like, keep me away from them because I like fall in love immediately. I just love animals. Even freaking, like, I name the bees in our yard if I see it and I can tell it's just, I name the bees. If it's going to a certain flower all the time or whatever, I don't know. Looking for identifying marks. I pray for the roadkill. That's pretty bad. I pray for the roadkill. I really do sometimes. A lot of times. And then if I don't, I feel bad. And it's like, no, I need to pray for that one too. I did for the other ones. And people know I'm strange now, but I do. I just, I don't know. You're all God's creation. He says not a sparrow falls without him being aware of it. So he knows about that roadkill. It's roadkill to us, but he knew everything about that roadkill. I try to be that considerate about people too. People can make it hard though, but still, the Lord cares about every one of them. This pencil, yeah, this is making this pop like I needed it to pop. And I wonder if, I don't know, should I use these as my topper pencils, like the one I go in and finish with? Because, particularly because I lack the ability to have a light touch with things. So I'm immediately like, so to be able to layer this lightly with these pencils and get up to this point, I don't know if I have that kind of discipline. It'd be nice if I did, but I don't know if I have that. But again, like the whole skill set thing, that's what I'm always thinking about when I get a new tool. It's a skill set. And usually it's whatever the coloring thing is that I'm working on that makes me choose a new tool. That's how it's been for the past since I've been doing this coloring thing. So I got the pan pastels and started using those, of which I'm thinking about using on these. Um, that's how I've gotten everything, is thinking about that. Once I got past using pencils besides Crayolas and the brute footers, yeah, that's what was happening. Oh my gosh, that makes the bird prettier. Yeah, the problem I have to resolve is delineating between the snake and the bird. Even though I wanted the snake and the bird to be the same color because of the composition, the narrative I put with this is that like they're together, they're friends or whatever, and maybe this is the animal lover part of me or the weird animal lover part of me, that the snake is somehow protecting the parrot against predators. So he's blending in with the parrot. That's the story I give. Um, that I feel like they need to be similar colors, but then for them, I don't know. How do you keep the interest of the picture if they're so close together? Oop, just had a blip. I don't know where that came from. Somewhere my computer is not happy, so it's probably time to stop. I don't know what it's doing today. I never know what it's doing. It's always still dealing with that power management thing. Um, I don't want to stop using these yet, though. I still need to work more on this. What I did when I thought I was live yesterday was I erased away some of the color on this because it was the first flower I did on this page. It might have been the first thing I actually colored on this page. And I went in really heavy-handed. Um, and it was as I started doing the other ones that I started finding my way and what I wanted to do with it. So let me just put my eraser. So I want to erase away some of the color here so that I can make it more like this, but it can be darker still, but I want it to make it match that more. So that's one thing I know I want to do. In addition to what I talked about with the snake and the bird and the delineation of color. So, let's see. Might need a little more work on this lantern. Maybe a little bit on this and this, but maybe not. Then I need to do the body of these lanterns. The smudge or moss or whatever that is. But yeah, just getting these done was a big deal. And resolving the tree thing because quite honestly, the tree was kind of annoying me with how it looked. So I like it better now. So I guess that's it for me. Wow, hour and 40 minutes, almost 2 hours. That's a long time. But that makes up for the 50 minutes of the 50-minute live that wasn't live that I did yesterday. So, opened my Derwents, opened my Polychromos big event. It's my YouTube anniversary for going live. And you got my long drawn out story for my crazy day with tornadoes and teeth. So I hope you have a good rest of your day and see you out in the streets. Take care. Bye bye.